you better.
Defensive mode engaged.
Be silent. Close your eyes to dust.
Close enough.
I'll be back.
Take me up!
Come on! Show me your courage!
Fire in the hole!
Be silent.
Don't mind if
Beware
I
the
do.
creatures of
Let's
the
do
night.
this then.
Qualified after all.
Defensive mode.
Oh, come on! We're having so much fun!
A moonlit night for all.
Preparing for dust up.
Let's slide!
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Rain of bullets! Locked on! Locked on! Open fire! Locked on!
Cleanup sequence initiated.
Observe. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Knock them down.
Three moons converge.
Take me up! Bullseye! Open fire! Open fire! Open fire!
Flame.
Observe.
Slide!
Close your eyes
I
to
just
dust.
wanted to chill. I'm all warmed up.
Who's that?
That's gonna hurt in the morning. Everybody stand! Drop your weapons! Faster! Stronger! On one! Zero incoming! Hurry up, Brassa!
Sounds good to me.
I'm not going to believe it. Durin has only just...
Wind strider. Into the wind.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Hi Sino, hi Princess. How are you doing, guys? So yeah, today, not so much to do. We got Varka recently. Recently, it's like today's patch. We also have some leaks about future Linnea. Actually, she is going to be pretty good. You know why? She is not only for Lunar Crystallize, according to the leaks, but also for all Geo characters. I mean, like all DPS, like all Geo DPS characters. So we'll see. She can do red shredding, she can increase lunar damage, lunar crystallize damage. Not a bad characters. She's off fielder. So yeah, looks pretty cool. When it comes to damage though, her damage is not let's say like that. Ineffa in terms of damage and like versatility may be better. But if you have Zabai, even if you don't have Zabai, actually having Linnea is not a bad idea. I maybe will try to get Linnea, we'll see. When it comes to Varka, unfortunately, yes, his damage is a little bit disappointing. But if your account is fairly new, you're new to Genshin Impact, about like 1 year, something like that, going for Varka is not a bad idea. I'm good, just like try to work for work experience. Oh yeah, okay. Tired for work experience. Okay. I can do like Varka's test play, like yeah, kind of like straightforward, not so difficult. I mean, his gameplay, yeah, but I don't know, something odd, you know, like yeah. he plays out of his skill. I mean, oh, like, yeah, but keep that in mind, most of the damage in any case comes out of his normal attacks, not out of his special skill or special charge attack. That's actually bad. I need Flins, he's awesome. Flins, yes. I mean, you know, like, again, like, Flins is cool. I like Flins a lot because Flins gameplay, if you compare with Zabai and Nefer, it's the most easiest, I would say, you know? He's like super easy. Yeah, you need to wait a little bit, like that 6 seconds, but yeah, Flins is cool. I like Flins a lot. And by the way, some people says that Flins without ineffa is bad. No, actually he's not bad. Let's say like that. Flins without ineffa, like, actually better than Varka's premium team. Even without ineffa. You can put Fischl, you can put Cookie Shinobu. But keep that in mind, if you want to increase Flins damage, it's better to use Cookie Shinobu or Fischl on TOM. It's actually not a bad set. I mean, like this one, which is Tenacity, which increase like damage. It's also increased shield strength, but yeah, you can ignore it if you don't have like a shielder. And also, like, my Nefer is also on TOM, by the way. Like, yeah, like I have a lot of characters on TOM because like TOM is like pretty good for DPSs who scales on attack, like for Nod-Krai especially. Not all of them. Let's say Zabai is defense, not so useful. Nefer is EM, also not so useful. For all of them, structure is good, that is true. But Flins benefits from TOM a lot. For my Columbina, he's on for my... Yeah, definitely. With Columbina, he's the best team, by the way. Like, Columbina is the best teammate for Flins, that is true. Okay, let's do that Varka. And yeah, just like, if you... I don't know if you watch the... Like, if you saw the leaks. Oh, that linear, yeah, definitely. I didn't expect, because you know what's the point is? When you do Lunar Crystallize, you create that rifts on a field, which attacks enemy. Right? But on top of that, Linnea can create another pet on the field who also attacks nearby enemy, which is actually cool, not gonna lie. Because in this case, just imagine you put Chiori on the team. No, that would be actually like a mess, because you know, like Chiori also she puts tomatoes on the field. Or let's say another like on file, I don't know, like, and by the way, looks like in that case, I assume that Sigewinne might be useful for Linnea. You know why? As you know, Sigewinne, if you have Sigewinne, like, yeah, I know many players just like, skip Sigewinne. Sigewinne can increase pet damage if you are off field, if you are on off field. So like, so Sigewinne can buff Linnea. Okay, so yeah, let's do the test play. Also, we have mats for Linnea or for, like, yeah, for Linnea we need to farm these books. Like these ones. So don't forget, if you want to go for Linnea, so yeah, just like farm this box. I will do Flins as well. I will do like if you want me to test Flins, by the way, Princess, you just tell me the characters to use. No problem.
Yeah. Leave it to me. Okay.
Teamwork is strict.
Up the ante. Up the ante. Leave it to me! Okay!
I'm going in! Let's play!
Maria sweeping in! Up the ante! Up the ante! Stay back! A turning point in...
Teamwork is strength! Yahoo!
kind of okay, you know, but it's test play. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? But it's test play, you know. So yeah, it's kind of like, when it comes to Flins, yeah, Flins is actually pretty good. Unfortunately, this team is not fits Flins so well, right? Let's check the test play. Oh, no, this team is okay. And they put ineffa, by the way. That's crazy. Oh, with signature. Damn, bro. And Flins with signature as well. Yeah. I'm sad I lose my 50-50 on Varka, and I don't know if the first half will be enough to win him. Let's say like that. As I know, like version 6.4 will give us up to about around like 80 pools, something like that. So it's possible. It's possible. You can check like comments on that stream. There are a couple codes with primogems. I don't have Flins yet, sadly. Oh, like yeah, like in any case, like I can do the teams you want to. Like for example, you definitely have some teams. By the way, this team is not bad. If you don't have Columbina, then if you don't have an ineffa, you can use, as I mentioned, official, cookie. You can use Raiden, by the way, also on TOM. Why you need another electro? It's for battery, you know, like yeah, in that case, official actually pretty good. Cookie Shinobu is okay if you need some healing, you know. So yeah, like she needs some healing, unfortunately, because without, for example, with Nefer, he's totally saved. Ineffa's shield is actually, even though this shield like scales on attack, but this shield is pretty tanky.
Defensive mode engaged. Ultimatum protocol.
Witness the power. Stand clear.
Observe. The long sleep beckons. Do you fear the dark?
Yeah, his damage is just crazy, and I'm not gonna lie. Like he's so cool. He's incredibly cool. By the way, like Varka's story quest was I like it a lot. It was crazy, actually, not gonna lie. Even though maybe like yeah, again, like as I mentioned. By the way, don't forget about Imaginarium City. In 4 days or something, in 3 days, we're going to get Imaginarium City, and Varka is going to be a special guest. So you can test Varka before getting him. Just keep that in mind. Free to play really hurts sometimes. Oh yeah, that's true. Like Lucas, I know that. Like, you know why? Let's say, oh, but if you ask me, you know what I would suggest you to do? I mean, Varka is okay, but your account is pretty good. You have OG characters, you know. Yes, maybe you miss some of them, but not all of them. Or maybe like wait for, I don't know, like as you know, like we're going to get 6.5 is going to be Linnea, Nefer, Chasca, and just a second, let me check that. And Lauma. Second phase of 6.4 is going to be Skirk and Escoffier. Crazy characters, by the way. When you compare the damage wise, like Skirk team is actually like crazy. And by the way, you know what? I kind of like according to my like let's say like that rough calculation, Varka is not even within top 10 when it comes to damage. You know, not even top 10. Let's say like that. Gaming's premium team is better than Varka's premium team. Just imagine. Yes, Gaming in general crazy DPS. He's just insane DPS. He's really super powerful. But again, just imagine. Let's say like that. 3 Nod-Krai characters is better. Mavuika, Mora, Arlecchino, Virisa, Gaming. then like yeah, like he's not even within top 10. So yeah, his damage is okay. For new accounts he's crazy because you get like immediately 4 different teams, even more than 4 different teams actually. You can mix the teams and characters. But again, damage is a little bit low, unfortunately. Is there any requirements for doing Varka quest? No requirements. You mean like in general? No requirements, Lucas. It's just like yeah. Like by the way, you can you will play Varka. You will play Varka within that what was that? Yeah, within this quest you will play Varka. By the way, there's the Varka in that quest is Constellation 3 Varka with signature weapon.
Stay away from me!
Bring it!
Okay, let's do, you know what? Let's do this book as well. As you know, like I didn't tell you guys, but yeah, what I want to do, I definitely will skip Varka because yeah, for my account he's not so versatile. Unfortunately, he's not so flexible. I mean, you know why? As I mentioned, I don't like it's obviously that like Genshin hoyoverse, like they don't want to create one character and replace all of the archetypes and all of the teams we have at the moment, you know? That's the point. So he is flexible, I mean Varka, but not so powerful. I mean again, for a new account he's crazy. Let's say if you create account recently, like 1 year account, something like that, yeah, I would say Varka must have, because he can be played even with free-to-play weapons, you know, craftable weapons, and it will be completely okay. I mean, damage is going to be alright, you know, like yeah. And the most important thing, you can clear a Spile Abyss. Like, you know, sometimes conditions for Spile Abyss is a little bit weird, you know. Oh yeah, 70% these buffs, 75% other buffs, so yeah, it's sometimes super annoying. But if you have a lot of characters, I would say it's better to wait. You know why? Because, well, let's say, Mavuika's team is still better. You know, like Skirk team, if you have it. By the way, Skirk, even not a premium team, Skirk is better than Varka's premium team. So yeah, we have Arlecchino, Mavuika, Moalani. I don't have Moalani, unfortunately. We have like 3 Nod-Krais, which is Flins, Nefer, and Zabai. Zabai is crazy. Zabai with Linnea, by the way, is going to be crazy. Another point is, don't expect that Nicole will fix Varka. You know why? Nicole is a replacement for Bennett, but as you know, Bennett is actually a pretty good buffer. I'm not completely sure, but I think like Nicole cannot buff so much. I mean, in terms of attack, you know, she will buff some damage, etc. But she's a shielder, which is actually like, yeah, Varka needs that shield. If you play it, if you do the test play, you can notice that yeah, sometimes you just like yeah, get hit from nowhere. He's a little bit, even though he has like resistance to interruption, but that resistance to interruption is terrible. It's so bad. Hey Mirak, how are you doing? Have you seen leaks? Yeah, Lucas. Of course, I've seen all of the leaks. I mean, like yeah, don't forget about like new region we're going to get in 6.5. So yeah, it's going to be just a second. Let's go Mondstadt. It's actually pretty, let's say like that. People a little bit complain about that map, but it's actually not a bad, like pretty huge map, you know. It's kind of like Nod-Krai map, like something like, I would say something like this, you know, something like this. Maybe a little bit more bigger, but it's not, yeah, like bigger than this one. You know, so it's not going to be bad or small or something. Yeah, it's going to be okay. You see, like this place is a new, like it's a dormant port. All right, so yeah, let's do what? Let's switch to Flins, because since I don't have Varka, but I can do Flins test play. So yeah, his best team, it's kind of like, yeah, if you don't have ineffa, for example, yeah, Columbina is the best choice. But let's say since you don't have ineffa, another bad options are, again, Raiden is pretty cool. Cookie Shinobu. Fischl is the best one. The problem with Fischl though, you know what? You need to switch then like Sucrose on prototype Amber to get some healing back. Yeah. But let's do Cookie. Cookie is actually like pretty normal. Also, like I would suggest to build
I will follow where you
to give Sucrose a TDDS. Her stat, it doesn't matter. Like the most important is elemental mastery as much as possible. And when it comes to weapon, it's TDDS. This one.
Another
bond is strong. Absorption test.
Oh yeah, like actually, yeah.
test subject.
You don't even need. Let's do like, let's go Nod-Krai. Nod-Krai enemies a little bit more difficult to beat. Yeah. Another thing, by the way, we're going to get like this boss within like this Mandragora within a future 6.4 Stygian Onslaught. I would suggest if you like, let's say, like just do some like training or something, you know. Oh my god. I didn't mean to. Alright, so yeah. And yeah, about my future wishing, I want to get Nefer. I think like, even though, you know, I don't like that charge attack, she actually fits my account pretty well. So I want to also like go for her books. I mean like talent books. As you know, like it's the most annoying thing, like when you farm for the character. Luckily, available for a limited time, now we're available all of the domains because of like, yeah, it's actually cool. I remember back then, like, yeah, it was a, that was a terrible actually, yeah. Just 2 times, like 3 times a week. Guys, if you have some questions about like Flins or Varka, yeah, don't hesitate, just ask, no problem. But like maybe about Linnea, because as I mentioned, Linnea is going to be good. Like even if you don't have Zabai, actually going for Linnea is not a bad idea. You know, she can enable Lunar Crystallize. If you have Columbina, you actually will get pretty decent off-field geo damage. I mean, yes, you can add Navia to that team. You can add, like, I don't know, maybe some... Unfortunately, it's not, you cannot add xilonen, or like, unless she is Constellation 6 or like Constellation 2 or higher, 2 if I'm not mistaken. You know what's the problem is? Xilonen cannot be like a low Constellation, Constellation 0. She needs at least 2 fake characters. Like, yeah, because if you have like double 2 Geo and plus xilonen, yeah, she converts into DPS but not supportive character. That's a little bit like, yeah, it's not a problem, it's just like it is. But you can keep xilonen maybe with why I said xilonen. Yes, even though Nod-Krai characters cannot benefit from damage, etc., something like that, your Geo character actually potentially can.
Discount. Animal test 6308.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Pretty sharp.
Is it correct, Amei? Just a second, guys. Looks like I did the same domain. She's kinda like ineffa, I believe, with some... Like, let's say like that. According to the leaks, yes, her kit is like ineffa's kit, but damage is not. Oh yeah, it's the same domain, that is true. But damage is not. I mean, ineffa, let's say like that. Among all of the sub DPSs, ineffa is actually like extremely crazy. Like, she's so cool. And also, the difference is like Lene is a healer, not a shielder. So yeah, but you still get some shielding. You know why? Because of crystallized reaction. That's why Zabai actually is so satisfying to play, you know? Because you don't need a shielder for Zabai actually. If you do some dodge, you are actually okay.
Stand clear.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Yeah, this Flins is actually like, yeah, not gonna lie, but Flins is cool. And by the way, yeah, Princess, like, if you want to play, like, I would suggest you to build Sucrose, because Sucrose is actually the best. Yeah, if you don't have Jahoda Constellation 6, of course, but Sucrose is actually extremely crazy and not so difficult to build, by the way. Well, she has like 2 sub DPS modes. Yeah, that is true. Like, she has some like sub DPS mode. No, like not sub DPS. One of them is sub DPS, another one is like, yeah, you need to like, yeah, like quickly tap that skill. It's not 2, like it's only one, which is sub DPS. That is true. Another one is a little bit different. But you know what? Like, it doesn't matter how many sub DPS like mods you have. You know why? In the end, it's about numbers. So yeah, it's about numbers mostly. In any case, like Miracle, if you ask me, like I would suggest you to go for the Linnea no matter what. And like, yeah, let's say like that. You have, I don't know if you have Flins. You skip ineffa 2 times in a row. So yeah, if you don't care about Flins so much, like going for Linnea is actually not a bad idea. But don't expect like your Zabai is going to be like crazy as hell. She is already crazy as hell because you have a pretty good build. But don't expect, because you know why? No matter what, like let's say like that, yeah, you still will gain some more damage, like if you compare with Goro. But again, you know, like Goro still gives you something if you use Goro, for example. If you don't use Goro and you don't have anyone for that last slot, then yes, like Linnea will be cool. I didn't skip an effort. I lost 50-15. Oh yeah, you lost. I remember now that. So yeah, you lost. Second time I definitely remember. First time I don't remember. And that's why you went for the... Actually, you know what? Let's say like that. Like many people said that yes, Ineffa duo is actually really cool. But even without Ineffa, Flins is okay. Many people say that, yeah, like many players say that Flins is bad without Ineffa. Yeah, damage is low, that is true. Because Ineffa gives like 30% more damage. But again, like I use this team is actually okay. Maybe it's not great for diary mode, but definitely okay with for fearless mode, you know? I will try fearless. Oh yeah, I cannot fearless because like, yeah, Stygian is like, yeah. We don't have Stygian, unfortunately. You know what, let me just switch the team, I mean... And by the way, like looks like she has not like two modes when you told like tap and tapping and like single tap. I mean her skill. Playing linear out of the burst, it's also not a bad idea, because looks like she's healing out of the burst. Might be useful. She looks cute. You mean like you know what? Like what? She looks cute. I'm not gonna lie, but she looks like a character from Honkai Star Rail or from Zenless Zone Zero. You know? I mean, like, yeah, she's lolly, as you know, like, yeah, same size as Sayu, Nahida, you know, Aino. So yeah, something like that, and she's a 5-star. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, it's how many 5-star lolly we have? It's Nahida, it's Klee, it's Chichi, it's... we have another one. It's Chichi. So yeah, like... we have some. So the point is like she is going to be another one. Okay, let's go like different team actually. Even though this domain is a little bit annoying. Or maybe let's go Lauma. And yeah, by the way, why I want to go for Nefer? Because I literally have everything for Nefer. I have her supportive character, I have Columbina, I have Columbina's weapon, second weapon. So yeah, second signature, I can use it on Nefer. I also can use Widziv or like that Frost. I'll check that, just a second. Okay, let's go like...
Time to broaden the horizons again.
Frosthorn, yeah, Frosthorn. Is it a weapon name? Like this one. Oh yeah, Dawning Frost, my bad. Dawning Frost. So yeah, this is another weapon you can use. By the way, it's like, looks like it's the best 4-star weapon for Nefer. Back then I went for this weapon because it gives you the same amount of crit damage. Oh, but on top of that gives you like consistent elemental mastery, not like Widziv, you know. And also I can use this one on Nefer. But we'll see, because what I want to do though, I want to spend my 50-50 on Linnea and then try to get Nefer, something like that. But we'll see. Again, it's... yeah, we need to wait for 40 days or ish something.
Hey! Sharing my knowledge!
I'll settle this. Ring cutter, know my sword.
Receive my blessing. With one heart, we pray.
Everyone hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom!
Lightning jab! Let me read you a verse. Know my sword.
For the everlasting forest. Lush as the moonlight.
Super annoying enemy, by the way.
This way, Trinity.
These are like super annoying enemies. Oh, this one is like, yeah, 4 artifacts. What if I win, like let's say like that, I want to get Linnea. I will try to get Linnea anyway, because you know why? Even though I skipped the buy, Linnea can actually, like, let's say like that, even though Linnea is not as powerful as Ineffa, it's still pretty good addition to my Navia, for my Navia, you know? I want to use with Navia actually Linnea, Linnea, Navia, Columbina, and I don't know, maybe Constellation Zero Itloa. I don't think like it's still like maybe like yeah, but not Itloa. Maybe I don't know, like maybe Aino, you know, additional hydro application. The point is, what I think actually, it's possible that Linnea will be more for geo characters buffer than for like lunar crystallize, you know, even though she's a lunar crystallize herself. I assume that. We'll think so. We'll see though, because like it's a little bit difficult to say something in advance. But she definitely will be fun to play. Definitely. Because like, yeah, you know, like, let's say, why is that? Since she has different modes, I mean, it's already fun, you know? Well, you know what, let's do like local legends. Oh, by the way, when it comes to this local legend, what I don't think about my 50-50, you know why? Recently actually I was super lucky with my 50-50s. Let me show you. And by the way, I 34, if I'm not mistaken, 34, yeah, 34 pulls in. So yeah, I won Columbina. Because, you know what, it's time to lose 50-50. I won Durin. So yeah. Oh yeah, I got Tignari, but yeah, you know what the point is? Tignari, and after that, within 10 pulls or something like that, 13 pulls, I got Durin. So it was actually super lucky. So Columbina was my 50-50. No, not, yes, Columbina was 50-50. Before that, it was Flins. And Lauma, Flins, Lauma, and so yeah, like I actually was like ineffa. You see, like I won like 3 characters back to back. So yeah. But again, like, you know, like you never know. It's difficult to say. By the way, another thing, as you know, they will release Loin. Loin is going to be in 6.5 or 6, but keep that in mind. He's a standard character, so I wouldn't suggest you to go for him. He's not bad. He is a cryopolar hexenzorkel character, most likely for. But you know what's the point is? Even though he's polearm, people say that he's DPS character, on-field DPS. He still might be useful for Varka. He still might be useful for Varka. By the way, against this enemy is going to be in Stygian Onslaught. I say, you know, like what? Like, yes, you need. Looks like you need 20, but you should be alright with Sucrose. As a team, I tried like this one, xilonen, or like any other, but you actually can go with Pyro, let's say Traveler, not a bad option, with Scroll, Cinder City set. But what you definitely need to do, like, it's put Sucrose, because Kazuha, what I test, Kazuha is extremely terrible against this enemy. He's so bad, he's not even playable. But like, yeah, I got Zabai at 47 PD, and next Chichi on 9. I won't be so lucky next time. Well, yeah, that is true. And you know what, if you ask me, just go for Linnea, like, let's say like that. Even though, as I mentioned, Zabai has some problems, you know, like auto-aiming and that hydro, a little bit hydro, like sometimes you don't have enough hydro to do lunar crystallize. In general, her gameplay is the most satisfying among 3 Nod-Krai characters, because it's super cool, it's dynamic, and it's really satisfying. Linnea definitely will be helpful. Zabai doesn't need this shield so much, and healing actually, you know why? I mean, because she gets that lunar crystallize anyway. I mean, lunar crystallized, not lunar, crystallized shield anyway. So you will be alright, you will be pretty safe, you know. But if you can increase your lunar crystallized damage, why not? But keep that in mind, I mean, it's not going to be something like mind-blowing damage if you use Goro Constellation 6, because still Goro Constellation 6 gives you defense buff, you know, to your active character. So because of that, it's actually some buff. Alright, so yeah, about this enemy. Why Sucrose? Because like, yeah, I don't like, you also can use Faruzan maybe. Faruzan she has some, you know, like crowd control stuff. This enemy is super annoying though. Yeah, Sucrose is good. Sucrose is really good.
Silence! The tides beckon.
Let the world collide!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Animal test 630.
Bow your head.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Let my name echo in song. Absorption test. Squirrel, mark tip.
Silence!
Oh my god, I missed.
Shower me.
Be sanctified. Huh.
So the point is, like, you can use like new bullet with, like, let me try with Kazuha though. Let me show you why Kazuha is so terrible against him. Because yeah, Kazuha, unfortunately, yeah, like her gameplay way better than Flins. Yeah, that is true. I mean, like, not better. I don't want to say it's better. You know why? Actually, if you ask me, Flins gameplay is better. You know why? Because he's way more easy to do than Nefer and Zabai. Why is that? In some cases, again, since Zabai doesn't have that auto aiming, it's a little bit annoying. Because when you fight against boss, it's okay, single target, but when there's a multiple target, it might be a nightmare. So yeah. But when it comes to satisfying, I mean, like, you know, like you always do something. That is cool. That's really cool. With Flins, actually, yes, you do like his skill, then mini burst, then you wait for 6 seconds or something like that, you know, to get another one. So yeah, a little bit like, yeah, different experience. Let me switch to Kazuha. Kazuha is actually so bad against this enemy. Because you know what's a problem, and you can go Kazuha with sacrificial, but it might cost you some time.
I see the value in my own work.
Well, I'm guaranteed on
but I
Lumine,
also
but
see
can
the
say
meaning in all the
the
endeavors
same
of the
about
people
the
of
6
Fontaine.
Goro. Well,
I believe I
like,
will
what?
continue to take pride in fulfilling my
Like,
duties.
I don't know why you mentioned Goro though, but yeah, I mean, yes, maybe.
Bow your head.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
Bring it! Let engraved names echo!
Let the mighty be humbled. Silence!
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Bow your head.
Clouds high. The birds
I
come.
did mistake.
The wind knows me.
You need to use, you see that, you need to use second skill.
Into the wind.
The problem is, yeah, what you can do though, you can use like, you can use you can use sacrificial sword to do something like that, you know, double skill. But again, it's super annoying. In my case, it's better to stick with Sucrose. But we'll see. You know why? Well, let's get that anime because let's say like that arena, I mean like where you fight in Stygian, it's a little bit small than this place, so might be like you still can be good with Kazuha maybe. Well, I'm guaranteed unlucky. And by the way, you know what, like it's like using pyro and electro, it's not a great idea. You know why is that? Because that bar, that circle bar, fills up pretty fast, so you cannot do damage by by killing that small replicas. You also deals damage. So yeah, if you can do it fast enough, it's actually better. Luckily, like this team, which is, let's say, it's with Sucrose, you know. Let's just give it a try. I don't want to kill him, to be honest. You know why? I do the test. And I would suggest you to do the same. But again, if you care about like diamond or like
cleanup sequence initiated.
Annihilation mode.
Stand clear. Absorption test.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark? Observe.
Installation chamber deployed. Stand clear. Animal hypostasis emulate.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Observe.
how much damage left? Yeah, my Sucrose like messed up a little bit. It happens. You said C6 Goro still better than no, like yeah, I didn't say that, like Mirak. No. C6 Goro like he's not better than Linnea. No. I mean like if you use Constellation 6 Goro and you replace him with Linnea, don't expect something like huge update, you know? Just it's kind of like the same thing as going to be Nicole and Bennett. No. I didn't say that C6 like Goro. No, C6 Bennett cannot be better. You know why? Because C6 Bennett provides only defense, but it's kind of okay for the buy, but it's not her main damage. Her main damage is Lunar Crystallize. She still does some geo damage, but it's not a main elemental damage for her, you know? Linnea, on the other hand, provides defense, like elemental mastery buff. She provides Race Shredding and also Lunar Crystallized damage. So Linnea is definitely better. But changing, like replacing with Linnea, don't expect like something like, you know, like extremely like about like maybe 50% damage increase. No, it's not going to be like that. Maybe like about 20-25%, which is actually decent, you know. But we'll see. Again, we don't have like numbers, unfortunately. But we will get them. Maybe like in a couple days. By the way, we still get some leaks, and if you ask me, guys, like the leaks we have, like the let's say how we get the leaks now. I like this approach more than it was before. You know why? Just like little by little and something like that, something gameplay, splash screens, you know, splash arts, something. It's actually way more. I'd say, you know. It's not revealed the character immediately, you know? Like, if you remember, like, couple patches, we got gameplays, etc., like first day, even before, like, character, like, even before, like, version, you know? So yeah, it was a little bit, like, in my opinion, not so good. So yeah, let's do that Flint stuff again. Yeah, and what you need to do actually, like if you play against this boss, like try to give like Sucrose a little bit more energy recharge. This one is a level low. It's not okay. And try to keep her elemental mastery at higher level. Unfortunately, sometimes it's actually just difficult to get enough elemental like energy recharge. You can go with a weapon, but you will lose some buff for Flins, you know. No, that's okay. That's okay. Completely okay. Maybe that's okay. Well, like Linnea will replace Zhongli, so I think like the damage will be better. Oh, yes. I mean, let's say like that. Goro and Zhongli, like you can say, they provide the same amount of damage and buff. You know, I mean, Zhongli's might be slightly better. You know why? Zhongli, since you place Pillar on the field, he kinda can activate additional geo damages. You know, in that case, it's kinda, you can benefit from that. So yeah, let's say, you know what I mean? Like, when it comes to Goro though, Goro, like, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Goro doesn't do, yeah, he does only 1 damage, and after that, it's like over. So what I mean though, for example, let's go like this one, like to have a lot of stuff to attack the enemies, and we can do maybe, I don't know, just an example. Let's go Yao Yao. I just want to show.
In the field research.
Not a great option though, but again.
Burst forth.
Stabilize.
Don't be scared.
What is that? Is that like... Actually, I need to replace, like, yeah, Yao Yao is bad idea. Let's go, Aino. Damn, bro. Damn, bro, like, Yao Yao is terrible idea. So yeah, let me just go. Because like, Yao Yao is like completely steal like that Hydro, and we cannot do Lunar Crystallize. Let's go Aino.
Yay! Playtime!
Playtime.
Ding dong water bomb!
So I mean something like this. You see, like, it's like, is that? And actually it's damage. So yeah, even though you get Geo,
Coming to be.
Solidify.
Triple one! Flash attack! Surge!
this resonates with those like Geo constructions. Deal some damage. Just keep that in mind. Like, he's not bad. I heard every 2k defense Linnea has, she will be buff active character by 100 men, like pointless in case of somebody. No, it's not like that. Like, she will if the character is a lunar crystallized character, let's say, if the character is Nod-Krai character, she will give him 100 elemental mastery. If it's non-lunar, then like she gains 100 elemental mastery. It's a little bit different, but yeah, like she can. Let's say like that. When it comes to Zabai, yes, she buffs Zabai by 100 AM. But for example, if you play with Navia, instead of Navia, Linnea herself will get that 100 elemental mastery. So it's like that. Actually pretty tricky, but it's fair, actually. You know why? Let's say like that, it's fair. Even though would be nice if she can buff all of the characters, but it is what it is. So it means, like, let's say if you play with Geo character, other Geo characters, like if you don't have Zabai, for example, right? If you play with Chiori, with Navia, with, I don't know, maybe like DPS, Zhongli or something like that, in that case, yeah, Linnea will get buff and she will do more of field damage. If you play with Zabai, so yeah, she will provide, like, give buff to your Zabai, to Zabai. Oh, defense. Yeah, I got it. This is okay. Like, yeah, that's okay. Okay, what team, like, you can also use maybe, you know what? Let's try Arlecchino team. Arlecchino team is bad. The only team which is actually, you know why? When you want the problem with Arlecchino team? The problem with Arlecchino team is that you still can go. Let's give it a try. You know which team? Let's go Arlecchino, Durin. Let me just find my Durin. Oh my god. Yeah. Lanyan and Sucrose. Something like that.
This will be a productive partnership.
I hope. But in any case, like Mirak, like since you are on your guaranteed, I would suggest you like just go for Linnea. She definitely will be fun to play. Yes, it's a geo meta, like lunar crystallized meta, but again, let's say it's not so meta actually, as you know. But I assume that that Linnea might be useful for E2 as well, you know. So yeah, she actually like can be some sort of upgrade maybe for E2's best team is E2 Goro. No, I don't have Ito, so yeah, sorry about that. Maybe Zhongli good for multiple enemies. You know what's the problem is, like as I mentioned with Zabai, and you know that most likely you 100% like face that. She doesn't have auto aiming. What it means, like if you kill some enemies, you know, and some of the other men respawn like near you, she is not automatically turned into that enemies. That's a problem. That's a huge problem actually, you know. When it comes to multiple enemies, yes maybe, but the damage is not the same, you know. Zabai deals way more better damage than Zhongli's pillar, you know. Even though he can do lunar crystallize in some way, but it's not the same. Zabai is way better, because let's say like when Zabai gets that lunar crystallize on a 5th hit on her normal, when you use her skill, like kind of special skill, you know, and if she has enough points, and when you use her burst, all these three like sources of damage is lunar crystallize, you know, and that, let's say it's a main source of, it's a main element, like source of her damage. I mean the main damage. It's not geo. When it comes to Zhongli, though, it's mainly geo, you know. What's the best set for Linnea? I want to start. Oh, about the set, you know what? Actually, let's say like that. Since she's lunar, it depends on your teammates. If your Columbine, let's say like Zabai is on that sky set, right? Which is the PS. Just a second. Zabai is on sky set, which is like this one. Oh, your Columbina, let us assume your Columbina is on Serenade, right? Since, let's say like that, since she has off-field damage, but Zabai doesn't need attack, I would say the best set for Linnea is going to be this set, which is like Elemental Mastery and like Lunar Reaction damage. Why? Because she has some off-field damage. You can use Instructor set, but if you have someone who can hold Instructor set, I would suggest to do that. I mean, I would say it's better to increase her damage if you have Instructor, because you know why? At the end of like if you need more damage and you don't have anyone with Instructor set, it's better to get Instructor. You know why? Because Instructor will buff your Zabai. Like Elemental Mastery will buff your Zabai. If you have someone, then definitely use this set. But in general, you can use 3 sets on you have used like 3 sets on Linnea, and the sets are, just a second. So it's either it's Serenade, it's this one, or instructor. So yeah, this resets. In my opinion, best one is this one, but again, you know why? Again, if you're Columbina, this one you cannot use like more than one, because yeah, it's the effects from the Gleaming Moon cannot stack. Gleaming Moon, like it means not only like it's not only ascended, but it's gleam as well. So it's like no additional buffs whatsoever, completely zero. This one can be used on more characters because it's like only for off-fielder and personal, but this just keep that in mind. In this case, you need to keep her on field because this effect will disappear after the equivalent character is active for 3 seconds. So if you use that tapping E, maybe you need to do something different, you know. Let's say like that. If you want to use her on field, I mean Linnea, which is actually I don't know how it's going to be, you know. Maybe even Sky might be good, you know. Let's say you don't have Zabai and you want to use Linnea as a DPS character, then this one. About pre-farming, yes, well, I wanted to get like her anyway, so yeah, that's true. What's the best like anyways? Problem is also wanted Nefer, so probably I will skip Nefer. Yeah, my always on Serenade? Kobia. Kobia, okay. Columbina is always on Serenade. Yeah, like let's say like that. For Columbina, yeah, when it comes to Nefer, yeah, I will try to get Nefer as well because, you know, like why my Lauma now is benched and I don't use Lauma whatsoever. I have pretty good artifacts. Oh, by the way, I maybe will create one today. So yeah, we'll see. Let's do something and then like what I want to do though.
What could the children?
I recently did what? So I created this one, not a bad, would be nice to be Elemental Mastery, but what I have this one for Nefer. I have like kinda this one, not a great piece, but again, alright, I'll keep that. I have this one, Elemental Mastery, decent piece, acceptable. I don't have Circlet and I don't have Goblet. Well, when it comes to Goblet, actually I have, but yeah, Circlet is the second one. I have Circlet, but without Elemental Mastery, you know, substat. Would be nice to get one. Also, would be nice to get better than this one. I have like this one, I have a couple, but we'll see, yeah. For Nefer, yeah, I'm pretty ready. For Linnea, as I mentioned, yeah, it's like she can hold different stuff.
Never mind.
Well, that domain has that lunar damage and instructor, so it's a win-win. Yeah, that's true. Like when it comes to instructors, that like what you need to do though, don't like check only 5-star artifacts. Check that like instructor as well. Instructor actually like it's pretty decent artifacts now, and not only instructor. It depends on your Nod-Krai DPS though, because as I mentioned, like TOM is also pretty good. You know, you can use it. Noblesse. It depends on the characters, but yeah, but mostly TOM. Why TOM? Because let's say all of the characters, let's say like ineffa mostly, or like facial or cookie electro characters, actually are pretty comfortable with that TOM. And Noblesse actually in general is good for so many characters. I mean, you can use not only for in Nod-Krai teams, by the way. Back then, you can use it with, let's say, I don't know, in Melt and Wave teams as well, you know, on the characters. So it's like pretty good set. Okay, let's try Lakina.
Transfix. Stay back. The story has only just
Closing in! Absorption test! Animal test 6308!
stay back. The story has only just
Swirl! Mark 2! Stand clear!
That's a problem, see? Like, oh, that's why new bullet is way better. You still can use.
Swift is the swirl!
The damage is there, but the problem is like.
laid to bed. The story has only just
Absorption test. Stand clear.
That's why new light is better. You know why? They are so light. I mean, enemies are super light. So because of that, they just jumping around, you know, and you cannot catch them. That's why Venti is so good. Venti's burst lasts 8 seconds instead of 6 from Sucrose. Okay, let's do this one, right? Oh yeah, we can go this team out. And again, what I mentioned, like about Varka, guys. Like unfortunately, Varka, even though he is like pretty fun to play, the problem is he's not within a top 10 DPS in the game. Yeah, definitely. Like yeah, he's like actually he's so far away from the top 10. You know, he's not maybe within top 15. You know, that's a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Like yeah. He's still fun to play, but unfortunately, damage is a little bit low. Even though, you know, like some of the DPS tests, like guys who did like DPS tests, like the results actually a little bit controversial. You know why? Because let's say like that, if you're ordinary player, like free-to-play player or something in low investment, you need good artifacts anyway. You know, even though his set is actually good, not gonna lie, because you know why? This set actually gives you additional 20% crit rate. So you actually can go like, let's say, you know, like in my case, Durin has 100 crit rate. It doesn't apply to his numbers. You get only like after, like, let's say, I don't know exactly, but I did like that calculation, you know, like just like if you calculate this crit rate, and also like my weapon is like gives 44. It's like this one. So you get additional 20%, which is actually cool. Not gonna lie, it means like it's easy to build. But I don't know. Despite that said, he still like needs something. I don't know why is that.
Story has only just...
Butterfly! Dancing in the wind! Absorption test! Stand clear!
Transfixed! Stay back! Okay!
Closing in! Absorption test!
It's like actually like so annoying to play against like super light enemies. Well, I'm glad to let you pull for Linnea and like build her. Oh my god, I will prefer. Okay, like let's say like that. Since it's like guaranteed, why not? You know, I'm saved somehow. So yeah, what I would suggest you to do, like if you like check like this one's like yeah, check this instructor set as well. No problem, Mirak, no problem. Like in any case, like Linnea will be released in like yeah, in 40 days. Right, just yeah, like 20 to like 41 day. So yeah, 41 days. So yeah, like we just have a lot of time. Okay, you know what? Let's kill this. Now let's do with Arlecchino maybe. Yeah, let's try with Arlecchino. Arlecchino damage is pretty cool. And by the way, you know what? In some cases, Durin actually is better than Bennett because he has pretty good of field damage. And since you cannot heal Arlecchino, so yeah, Durin is a pretty good option.
Watch out! Okay!
Up and away!
transfixed. Leave it to me.
Animal hypostasis emulation. Animal tech 60. Ills be gone.
The turning point.
That's a physical damage. Oh, why is that? It shouldn't be physical actually.
Watch out! Story has only just...
The bell
Oh my god.
rings
It was a shot
no
immediately.
more.
Go on. Laid bare. Witness my rise. Transfixed. Stay.
Stand clear. Animal test 6308.
He didn't have that.
Enhanced animal module.
Yeah, she's like, this enemy is super unlucky. I'm not gonna lie. She's that. Even though, like,
Overrule this shall
that's actually.
be my fate.
Hey, Tanuki, how are you doing? Okay. Like, you know, like, none of the shield, by the way, can sustain that. Like, yeah, I tried a lot of shields. Yeah, maybe Zhongli's shield, but yeah, Zhongli might be a little bit like. Just a little bit like. Loss of damage.
Hey.
Let's try New Bullet. I assume that New Bullet is the best one. Let's say like that. Yes, on Nod-Krai characters it's actually pretty cool. But if you don't have like, let's say some of them, let's say you have only Flins, then New Bullet is the way. And yeah, and Sucrose.
Yeah, let's...
New World is also good because, like, yeah, his charge attack has pretty decent range.
Silence!
Strike a pose. Let the world come alive.
Running brave names echo!
Absorption test.
Bow your head. The tides beckon.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Swirl, mark.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Yeah, well, that's
Bow your head.
you need to be like extremely precise actually when it comes to
Yoo-hoo!
this
Let the
enemy.
world come alive.
Let the mountain's veins blow!
Animal test 6308. Absorb.
Settle down. The tides beckon.
Time to shine.
Hear the echoes of the valley!
Animal test 6308. Enhanced animal.
Silence. Be sanctified.
Yeah, it's possible. We just need to like proper placing, you know. And in that case, it's actually possible.
Absorption test.
Let the mighty be humbled.
Okay, I like let's try Flins actually. Let's try Flins.
Commencing task.
Unfortunately, yeah, like you need some damage. Even though they are small, you still need to do something, you know. Without damage is not okay. And we will get like this enemy Mandragore, we will get Knuckle, and we will get that automaton stuff. Automaton, yes, against automaton you can use Skirk. Against Knuckle, actually New Wallet is okay. The problem is Skirk also uses Furina. She still can do with Mona, I guess. You know why? Mona actually, like, if you compare, if you are like good enough with Mona, Mona actually gives you the same buff as Furina. The problem is Furina gives it like for longer period of time. Yeah, for Mona you need second Hexen Circle, and we don't have any, because yeah. I mean, we don't have any for Mona.
Wait. Converge.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
Animal test 6308. Stand clear.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
See, like my shield is destroyed enemy.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Defensive mode engaged.
Actually, they designed this enemy so well.
Close your eyes. Be silent. To dust.
Wayne.
Annihilation mode.
A new moon process. Animal test 63.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, they designed this enemy extremely well, not gonna lie. Yeah, you see, like, he drops nothing but Mora. 3k Mora, and that's it. I mean, yeah, like hoyoverse is so greedy. Just like, yeah, drop couple artifacts, why not? Okay, let's do this one. And maybe, yeah.
Utensils at the ready. Off to the freezer. Fulfill our pact. Fearless. Another star goes out. Let my name echo in song. Fearless. Into the void.
Let's do this old hog. Let's see if we can handle her.
Watch and learn.
Time to shine.
These old bones can still
A little moose boosh. A burst of flavor. Show no mercy. Xilonen, these fuck. Another star goes out.
Looks like I'll need to use my ace in the hole.
Oh, you can freeze it.
Oh, look who's full of surprises.
Strike a pose. Let my name echo in a dash of frosting. The pinnacle, let's fulfill our pact. Suffer the wrath on my side. Yoo-hoo! A little amuse, show no mercy.
The next generation is truly formidable.
Poor. Oh my god. I didn't know it actually has that. Okay, let's check what was that. Just a second.
Add astro.
Okay, I accept that. Mandragora, what's that? Like defeat the Mandragora when it falls to the ground. What? Okay. Oh, falls to the ground. Okay. Like when he is into the ground. Not yet completed. So I need to complete something to get it, right? Yeah, 10 hours. I don't know how to use Skorg against him, but let's give it a try.
Use the force on.
Let the world collide! A dash of frosting! At first, fulfill our pact! Merciless! Into the void! Am I free?
Alright, I give up. Dismissed. Alright, so yeah. By the way, don't forget about anecdote stuff. We have Flins and Chlorine's anecdotes. You know, like why? Because it gives you some primogems. Just a second, let me check that. Yeah, like this one. You need to check. Yeah, this book. We got Flins, and I recently done Chlorine. It's kind of fun, you know. Why not? It's kind. You can see that it's small story quest, something like that. You know, small quest. Oh my god, for real, how crazy. Not today. Oh yeah, today actually. HP. Oh, HP was HP flat, no energy recharge. I'll keep that. All right. Why not?
I will follow where you...
Okay, what I wanna do though, since I have 5 of them, right? Maybe I can create something. I already did this one. Unfortunately, no elemental mastery, so I'm sad. I can reshape this one, but I don't want to. Maybe something like, oh, I know what I need. I have this one, I have this one. No, it's not so useful. Yeah, literally nothing actually.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
Okay guys, so yeah, maybe that's it for today, because yeah, not so much to do. Unfortunately, this patch is like, let's say like that, I'm pretty satisfied with this patch because we got some leaks for 6.5, you know, let's say it's a future version anyway. Within this one, yeah, we have that story quest, Varka story, pretty fun. Don't miss that, because yeah, it's really cool. Also, don't forget about, like, you know what, don't forget about this one. So yeah, just explore that second Nod-Krai second part, you know, map. So yeah, to get like 400 primogems, why not? It's free. We're going to get Stygian in couple days, if I'm not mistaken, in 3 or 4 days, and also like Imaginarium Sire. So if you want to go for Flins, or for Varka, keep that in mind. Varka is going to be special guest, so you can kind of like grab this from your friend's account, right, and do some testing. Like, for example, if you really want to get for Varka. If you ask me, I wouldn't suggest you, maybe. Just like, yeah, he's not bad, but yeah, something is odd, you know. Damage is like, yeah, without his signature weapon, without his signature team, it's a little bit difficult to like make him work properly. And unfortunately, pull for Klee Vortex. No. No, Klee is cool, but like, let's say like that, Klee maybe is the most fun character alongside Aino, I would say now, you know. Aino is also pretty fun. I hope Line is going to be the same, you know. But yeah, I'm not, you know why? The problem with Klee, she's a little bit difficult to play. So yeah, you need to like get used to cancellation, to this normal and charge attacks, even though she's powerful, especially because she is Hex and Circle and she gets buff, you know. But yeah, she's fun, definitely. I don't know, where is he? It was a crazy actually, and maybe we'll do a couple video about that. We'll see.
On me.
Leave it to me! The story has only just...
Everybody stand back! Huh?
Thunder! Thunder! Maria sweeping in! Devouring claw! Stay away from me!
Let's light it up! Teamwork is... Here we go!
Burn! Up the ante! Up the ante! Charge! Watch out! Decay!
Let's play!
I don't use he like events his burst on purpose, you know why? Because like, yeah, I just kind of like want what with his burst actually damage should be better. The problem is like this test domains, and yeah, the enemies are super weak, you know. Maybe let's do, yeah, like let's maybe do like some spoil abyss or something.
Stay back! I'm turning.
Quick as a flash! Start them! Hero incoming! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Oof! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah! Look out below! It's justice o'clock!
Stay back! The story has only.
Stop right there! Faster! Stronger! On mark! Headbutt! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Oof! It's justice o'clock! Headbutt! Kapow! Hi! Yeah!
Leave it to me! Okay!
Drop your weapons! Control breathing! Let's look! Oof! Kapow! Hero incoming! Yeah! Yeah! Hi! Yeah!
Yeah, like actually, you know what?
Headbutt!
Not gonna lie, but having Constellation 6 doing shield rules is a completely different story, you know?
Yeah! Heads up!
Stay back! The story has only.
Quick as a flash! Start them! Right! It's justice o'clock! Time to roll! Charge! You wanna stand down!
Stay back! I'm turning.
Let's look! Charge! Headbutt! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Yeah! Look out below! Charge! Time to roll! It's justice o'clock!
Yeah, so bad, so terrible. And by the way, next streams are by testing. Yeah, Miracle. Yeah, we told like next stream was on Friday. Yeah, but yeah, contact. Let's say like that. DM me on in advance. You know, like let's say at 7 p.m. something like that. Let's say like that. If you see my chat open, even if you don't see my chat open, like Discord open, just DM me, yeah, and that's it. I will contact like DM you back. Because as you know, like it's now like Ramadan, so yeah, like I'm after after that time, no problem. But it's about like stream will start the same time, I guess, it's like 7:30, something like that. So yeah, no problem.
Midnight for all.
Ultimatum protocol.
Stay clear. Absorption test.
Observe. Do you fear the dark? Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls.
Cleanup sequence in the
Animal test 60.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
So yeah, we can do the test. No, the bikes actually, not gonna lie, looks extremely promising. Like yeah, she's cool.
Look out below!
Watch out! The story has only just.
Final warning! Quick as a flash! On my charge! Yeah! Headbutt! Charge! Yeah! Yeah! Kapow! It's justice o'clock! Yeah!
Stay back! Okay!
Stop right there! You asked for it! Faster! Stronger! Let's boost! Hero incoming! Yeah! Headbutt! Smash down! Yeah! Yeah! Hero incoming! Yeah!
Leave it to me! The story has only just.
Final warning! Quick as a flash! On look! Headbutt! Hero incoming! Yeah! Too strong!
Thunder! The abyss is burning shadow!
Drop your weapons! Justice will prevent control breathing! Let's move! Hurry up, Grassa! Charge! Yeah! It's justice o'clock! Yeah! Charge! Yeah!
Yeah, like that was actually. Anyway, it's possible. You need to practice a little bit. Super annoying actually, because you need Hydro. Yeah, I changed the build a little bit, like lowered the crit damage a bit and increased defense. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea actually. I can check it, just a second. Let me just...
Defensive mode engaged. Preparing for dust up.
Stand clear.
Observe. Do you fear the dark? Beware the creatures of the night. Close your eyes.
Actually, waste. That was a waste.
Installation chamber deployed.
Yeah, that was a huge one. Let's just...
Absorption test.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Because you can finish it anyway. Now, without Spyro Durin, can we do something? Oh, mine goes.
Heads up! Hurry up, Rasa! Step aside! Let's... Hero incoming! Yeah! Kapow! Hi! Hands where I can see 'em!
I'm not going to give it a try because, yeah, might be super annoying. I just did one run on dummy and what? Like, yeah, like let's say like that. Yozaba is cool. Yozaba is actually cool. Let me check your build. No, that's okay. Actually, you know what? Going for like more than 300s, as I mentioned, it's like, yeah, in some cases it makes no sense, you know? It's better to increase crit rate. In yours case, you know why? Yes, like Itloy gives you 5%, right? You get another 30, so like plus 35%. It's alright, 74, 75, something like that. But yeah. Since, you know what's the point is, since she plays out of normal attacks and you get like lunar crystallize out of her normals every 5th hits and like by using skill, maybe it makes sense to increase this crit rate if you can, but again it's like for future, no need to no need to like push yourself. What I would suggest you to do though, if you can increase her crit energy recharge. Definitely, you know why? Energy recharge can save you a lot of time, especially, you know why? If you just down for a couple seconds, let's say, instead of doing like normal attacks, you can just use her burst. You know why? Because not all of the normal attacks can do like, yeah, like burst actually completely save you and give you like enough points to use her skill. Unfortunately, no test play. But again, I will do it like, yeah, on Friday. I reached 1k DPS, the highest in my account for real. I'm sure I did like the rotation wrong, but it's okay. No, it's okay. Like when it comes to rotation, I did one run on like 100k DPS. Well, you can adjust the build, her build, like when you test. Oh yeah, no problem. I have some pieces with energy recharge. Yeah, would be nice. I will explain. Let's say like that. What time is it? Okay, we still have time. Let's do like... When it comes to Zabai rotation, it depends. It depends on an enemy, and that's a fun part, you know? Because, let's say, yeah, because when it comes to Flins, it's kind of the same rotation all the time. When it comes to, I don't know, Nefer, you can say it's the same rotation. Oh, by the way, you know what? They add this stuff to the game, you know? So you can actually use microphone and like speaker to like, yeah. You see? chatter selection channel, and you can choose the channel. That's insane, actually. Voice chat settings. Huh, that's cool. Not gonna lie. That's actually super cool. Well, you can't like, yeah, but ideal, or maybe I don't know. So I don't know how it works. First rotation. I hit 80k with. DPS with the second rotation. I hit 1k, so how does that work? Oh, or like, yeah, it's better to explain you tomorrow. You know why? Let's say like that. It's not a big deal since you have like, yeah, I cannot replicate with Flins though, because yeah, it's a little bit different character. Oh, that dude actually increased like from 2 minutes to 4 minutes as well. Nice, nice. But yeah, they added that one. It's actually cool. Not gonna lie. Voice chat is actually crazy. So the more rotation, the higher the DPS gets. It's not, let's say like that. No, it's not. Actually, the shorter is rotation, the best is DPS. Usually it's like that. Longer rotation actually decrease your DPS. That's why, for example, Skirk is such a broken character, you know. She has pretty short rotation. It's 12.5 seconds, which lasts, you know. Or Flins, for example, it's around the same. It's about 12 seconds to maybe 13 or 14 seconds, something like that, you know. The shorter rotation, the better. When it comes to Nefer, it's actually even less, you know.
By royal decree.
Oh my god. I saw it's footy ineffa. Yeah, let's wait for this stuff. So the more rotations, no, it's not like that. Not like you don't need to do more rotations. Azawa is pretty straightforward if you ask me, but she's super satisfying. I mean, not straightforward like Flins, because Flins is super easy.
Close your eyes. Night falls. Observe. Close your eyes. To dust.
Surge. Shadow Raven. Converge. Absorption tank.
Observe. Night falls. Night falls.
A new moon rises. Odds reveal. Animo test 60.
Close your eyes. You can feel the dark. Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls. Midnight phantasm.
Stand clear.
But what I would suggest you to do, yeah, like testing aim for me. No, that's okay. You know what? So the more like that, that's okay. What I would suggest you to do, never watch like this number, like which is DPS number. You know why? Because it's going up, it's going down. I would suggest you to check this damage. That's why I always set 60 seconds and check how much damage my team can do within a minute. That's it. For example, you see, like I went with Fischl. The damage is like 7.68 million damage, right? Damage distribution is like this: 20% Fischl, 28, and 51, right? It's not a bad damage, by the way, for this team. Close to 8 million. It's not a bad damage. Let's go with Cookie Shinobu, for example. Unfortunately, yeah, you need to leave. My God. Let's go for Cookie, for example. With Cookies definitely will be lower, but it's not so far away, you know? And I will do with ineffa as well, just like as an example. I believe mine was 5 minutes, 5 minutes and 60 seconds. Oh, I'll check that. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible, like if you, yeah, maybe. But keep that in mind, my cookie and my official on TOM. So yeah, I switched to TOM recently. Actually, even ineffa is on TOM, because like ineffa on TOM is better than ineffa on any other sets. Surprisingly. At least for me, you know?
What'd they do this time?
Converge. Animal test 60.
Observe. Night falls.
Surge. A moonlit night for all.
Our bond is strong.
Absorption test.
Be silent. Observe. Be silent.
Wave. Animal test 60.
Observe. Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent. Night falls.
Green moons converge.
Stand with me.
To dust.
Let's say yes, it's lower than this official, but you know, like, it's not so far away. As I mentioned, it's like 6.5 million, you know, and damage distribution, you see that, like Shinobi, Cookie Shinobi only deals like 3% of damage, so it's because of personal damage. But when it comes to ineffa though, ineffa is completely different. Let's try with ineffa. Official is good. Official is good. The only problem is with official. Oh, by the way, you know what they added? As you know, guys, they like with new versions they add that E stuff, and you can do something like this. Just a second. If like if the character not within a gameplay, so you can like actually like hit him. You see, you can find that this character is like standing. Okay, so yeah, like in previous version it was snowballs. In this one it's kind of like, I don't know what's that, but it's fun. Okay, anyway, it's like, let's just go back. Yeah, you most likely you don't like, let's say like that, you don't explore Miliastra. I do actually. Alright, so let's do one more test with ineffa now. The point is, Columbina ineffa duo is so broken, so you actually can literally put any character, any DPS character, and get about 10 million damage. That's actually true. That is crazy how powerful this duo is. I will show you, by the way. Let me just do this one first. So it would be ineffa.
Please select target for cleanup sequence.
Oh, it's 5 minutes. Oh, okay, it's 5 minutes. That's cool. Yeah, I rarely check. No, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I do actually. Like, you know why? It's fun. Not gonna lie, even though I was a little bit like skeptical about Miliastra at first, but now it's actually cool.
Surge. A moonlit night for all.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Annihilation mode.
Do you fear the dark? Observe. To dust.
Insulation chamber.
Converge. Stand clear.
Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent. To dust.
Ultimatum protocol. Defensive mode.
A new moon rises. Absorption test.
Observe. Be silent. Observe. To dust.
Cleanup sequence initial. Animal test 63.
So yeah, if you see that it's like close to 11 million damage, actually yeah, this team is way more, like it's my powerful team, and like the peak for me was like 190, something like that. So yeah, and damage distribution, why is that? Because you see, so yeah, like 29, 26 and 45 only. With officials this number was 60, which is obvious, you know why? Because yeah, ineffa actually like yeah deals a lot of damage. I mean ineffa Columbina duo deals really cool damage. By the way, you can expect kinda the same numbers, maybe close, when you will use Linnea. Just keep that in mind. Linnea is also will be like pretty, like kinda like she will be good when it comes to off-field DPS. I hope so at least. Please run away. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, let's go over. I will check Flins maybe. Flins? I mean, yeah, why not? It's up to you. I mean, like checking Flins or not. Okay, maybe that's it for today. Let's just... yeah, on Friday, as I mentioned, like I hope I will be online. Like, yeah, in any case, you DM me. So yeah, I will, no problem. We can like set the time. And again, when it comes to like leaks, guys, check the leaks, check the Linnea. We definitely will get some gameplay within couple days. Again, like this approach, I mean, how we get leaks now, I like it more than it was previous, you know, with Home Digicat, to be honest, not gonna lie. I don't know why. This one is like, yeah, like by small pieces, it's way more acceptable for me, I would say. Oh, and yeah, we actually already have like we actually already have like gameplay. If you saw that, she's pretty cool, but we'll see. And by the way, we have a banner for a future. It's Nefer as well. So I hope they will put Nefer maybe on a first phase, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Oh yeah, sense. Oh, like if not on Friday,
Combat
it's
data
okay. Don't
updated.
mind another time. No. Like
Please
it's
rest
better to.
assured that I will
I don't know,
not blow the
I'm
roof
never
off again.
serious about builds, and my account is just play for fun, but no. Let's say like that, like Mirak. Oh, let's say if you play only one game, building the characters at the moment is not so difficult, because, you know, like literally it's kind of the same, and let's say you play the game for a long time, your account is actually not so new, right? Yeah, even though you didn't hit like level 60, yeah, let's say it's at least like 2.5 years account, something like that. You according to the ID, maybe even more actually, maybe 3 years account. But, yeah, why not? Building account, it's not so difficult. In any case, it's still up to you, your account. But yeah, if you have some favorite characters, why not? Just build them. Alrighty, so yeah, thanks for joining, guys. I will be online on Friday, I hope so. And yeah, we will do like Mirak's, like the buy test on Mirak's account. So yeah, thanks for joining once again, and bye bye, guys, bye bye.
Which should I choose? I don't want to act Reviewing outstanding items on today's to-do list. Do you have any additional commands? No problem. I can add them shortly. I'm quite used to it.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild. Star Snatch Cliff is known for its wars.
Hear my wishes.